welcome back to another video. Welcome to my channel. My name is Ashmeen. I am a bridal makeup artist here in Orlando, Florida, and I'm bringing you another glam video on my dear friend Colleen. We were heading out and I wanted to give her a quick makeover. So I'm doing a walkthrough in this video, letting you know about the details that I use, the products. If I skip anything, it's definitely going to be in the description box below. And of course, leave a comment, hit the subscribe button. You can always ask me questions and I'll be sure to answer. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the glam. Before any application, I like to use the First Aid Beauty Radiance Pads. This helps exfoliate the skin, remove any impurities or any dry skin that she might have had before, and gets the face ready for toning or moisturizing, whatever your next step is. After that, I went in with Max Light Full uh, lotion, hydration lotion, I believe it's called. I think it's called Lightful C. I'll put it down below, but I went in with this. They say it's a lotion, but it's more, to me, more of a toner. And I put that all over her face to help bring in that smoothness and that brightness back to the skin, because we just exfoliated, so we gotta wake up the skin a little bit. So after I tone, I kind of leave the skin preps to a pause and let the toner do its thing. I kind of let it sit there in a way to help properly hydrate and let it seep into the skin. So that way when I do come back with moisturizer, it's not like layered on top of each other. Everything's doing its job. So right after that, I'll go into brows, and I use the Benefit Precisely My Brow pencil in the shade 4.5. Now the thing about brows, I don't like to do the full brow in the beginning of the process. I like to come back to it towards the end. That way when you see the face application, you see the eyeshadow, the lashes, you'll be able to see how heavy of an application you need to go with the brows, if you need to make it darker, fuller, etc. So here I'm just basically giving a light definition, and then after that I'm gonna go in with concealer, sharpen it up a little bit, trying to make it as easy as possible. And girl, we were cracking up jokes so much. And that's one thing you want to always remember when you're doing brows on someone. They have to be in a calm state before you even touch their brows, because you don't want to give them crazy arches. We're not here for that. Next, I'm going to use concealer to help shape out the brows and also prep for eyeshadow. I covered the entire lid with the concealer and I blended thoroughly and made sure I set with translucent powder. The translucent powder that I use is from Dermablend. It's the loose powder, and Dermablend is pretty good too because they're known to help smooth out any fine lines. So if your client does have fine lines and you use concealer on their lid, it definitely helps with that. Right after that, we're going to use the Makeup by Mario, the All Matte palette. And I was going for more of a neutral look, but I did want some warmth, a little bit of warmth in the crease for transition. So I used the matte shades from his palette, also used some deeper shades from the Makeup by Shayla and Dose of Colors collab that she came out with. And I just used that to help give out a crease definition, to help deepen out the outer corner. Also using Makeup by Mario's black liner to help give out a wing. I didn't want to have a sharp wing with gel, so instead I used pencil. So I did go in with a darker shadow and an angle brush to help trace out where I would want the black lining to go. Then I took the Makeup by Mario black liner and followed the trace of that shadow and just blended it out with the brush on the pencil. After that, I went in with some concealer and the nude shades that are in both of the palettes to do somewhat of a soft cut crease. I just used some micellar water to help clean out any fallout and also help sharpen up that outer edge. And then I'm going in with my favorite lashes from Amazon. I will have them down below linked. These give you full dramatic, lashes. They have so many other kinds that this company has, but of course I'll have it linked down below. After that, I'm going to go in with moisturizer. I use the Bioessence moisturizer. I love this moisturizer, especially when it comes to bridal clients, because it does give that glow within. So you'll see that the skin is well hydrated. It feels hydrated. It's not sticky at all. And it helps reduce any redness, dry skin, any pores. I love it. Then after that, I went in with some foundation. I used Cover FX Power Play foundation and mixed it, of course, with some concealer, the same concealer that I used on the eyelid. Then I jumped in with my concealer palette. I depotted all my concealers, so I used some MAC and I believe some Fenty uh, concealers, contour sticks, I guess you can say, to help contour and bring back some warmth to her skin. I sprayed some of the Morphe Fix. I was gonna say Morphe Fix Plus. Girl, I sprayed some of the Morphe setting spray just so that way I can bring a little bit of moisturizer. Oh, what am I trying to say? Bring the concealer because it was sitting there for a while because we were just talking, and I wanted the concealer not to be so dry and hard for me to blend. So a good trick to doing that is adding some setting spray like the Morphe to help waken up the concealer a little bit and make it easier. But what I mean, this foundation is so smooth. Like, I love it. I love it. One of the makeup artists that I follow on YouTube too and on Instagram, she kind of recommended it, and I've been trying it, and it's a staple in my kit. Just like everything else, if you're using cream, you have to set. So I went in with bronzer. I used the Fenty bronzers to help bronze her up, bring some warmth into her skin. And of course, she is a girl who loves blush. So I definitely went a little blush crazy, but it's all good. This day was so much fun. It was nothing but laughs and jokes. We haven't seen each other in a long time. So I was so happy that I was able to do this for her. Now, this part I will tell you is not her favorite part, okay? And I think every client can probably relate when it comes to eyeliner. Just a consideration when it comes to eyeliner and you're the client, you can look the opposite direction of wherever that artist is placing the liner. So that way you're not really focusing on what she's doing. Instead, focus on a spot on the wall or look up at the light or even out the window to help calm you down as she's applying the eyeliner. In this case, I did use the Makeup by Mario, the black liner, and then I used the brown, shades, the darker shades to smoke out the bottom. At this point, she's like really concentrating this so she doesn't mess this up. Like, I can see the concentration. Like, okay, breathe, breathe. So I'm taking a wedge and just dipping it into the same translucent powder that we used earlier to help sharpen out that outer wing. It's a great trick to have. It helps give a crisp line to it, and it's also good to help collect any fallout. So, doing mascara after application can be very tricky sometimes. This is why I have the cotton pad, just to collect any excess of that mascara so it doesn't fall onto her face. But if that were to ever happen, best thing to do is just let it dry and then with a spoolie wipe it off. After that's done, I'm just gonna wipe off the translucent powder that I had on earlier, and I'm gonna go in with more of a micro smooth. I'm using the Sephora micro smooth powder to help clean that up and help sharpen up any lines and just add more smoothness to the skin. So like I said before, I always come back to the brows just because when you're applying powder, you're applying foundation, you know, sometimes they end up covering up the brows. So you want to always go in, sharpen, deepen, whatever you have to do, and make sure the brows look perfect. In this case, she does have one brow that's higher than the other. And it wasn't until I did this video I realized that I should have carved out a little bit more of the other brow to match. But brows don't really look like twins, you know, they're more so like sisters, cousins, probably. Next, I'm going to use the Makeup by Shayla and Dose of Colors collab. She came out with a lipstick, a liner, and a lip gloss. And I'm going to use that to line her lips along with applying the shade of the lipstick. I'll have everything down below and a little bit of gloss. Now I'm going to reapply the liner and just help redefine what I might have gone over with lipstick, and then use a little bit of concealer to help clean that up. But overall, I hope you guys are excited and happy with the outcome of this video. I did use setting spray to help set everything, so I went in with first with the Morphe and then fan her down. And then towards the end of the video, I used I believe the Urban Decay to completely set. So she's just looking at herself. She's like, I love it. She's happy. And I told her, I'm like, do you want to add some gloss? She's like, yes, please. And we added gloss. So yeah, I really hope you guys are excited and happy. I have another video that I'm working on right after this one. It is Vlogmas right now, so I'm trying to see if I could edit some days that I do have for Vlogmas. But overall, I'm trying to bring you guys videos for the new year to come. So thank you for watching. Hopefully you subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can always know when a video comes out. And if you have any suggestions or ideas of videos that you want to see, a bridal series maybe, or I should do it what's in my kit video too, because I've condensed that. But anything you want to see, just leave it down below. So thank you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.